And with the first overall pick, it is with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Many people have basically said that Trevor Lawrence is a lock to go number 1 overall, 100% in the draft. No questions asked. He has actually donated $20,000 to a Jacksonville charity, already, or planning to, I should say. So Wyatt,
that's because Jacksonville always makes the wrong pick.
Does Jacksonville Jaguars draft Trevor Lawrence first overall?
Let's see here. You mentioned the charity thing. Yes. Let's talk about the playbook situation. Have they already gotten him a playbook? Yes.
Don't give me that playbook. That is such misleading.
I've got a Jacksonville Jaguars playbook too. It's called Madden.
No, you don't. He's got a playbook now. The same thing that Joe Burrow had when he was going to Cincinnati. They gave Joe Burrow the playbook months before they drafted him because they want their quarterback to know the information. Trevor Lawrence has got the real playbook in hand for the Jacksonville Jaguars, so he is studying up and getting ready for this season already. And then you look at the superior talent / interest that they have given toward Trevor Lawrence. They've given nothing but
Trevor Lawrence a whole bunch of time. Just go ahead. You don't even have to bother studying the playbook. You don't have to bother doing anything because it's not that hard to just suck like you're going to. So just save yourself a bunch of time, steal their money for the first 5 years, and then be a backup somewhere.
He will not, unless barring some crazy injury, I don't think Trevor Lawrence will ever be a career backup. I just don't see it. Now, maybe sometime later down the road if things don't...
Boy.
Huh?
Then he'll be a grocery boy.
Hey, Kurt Warner was a grocery boy, and now he's got a golden jacket, so we'll see how Trevor Lawrence does at a grocery store.
All right, so why you are telling me that Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 overall to the Jacksonville Jaguars, correct?
Without a doubt, yes.
Combs, what are your thoughts? Actually, who are you picking?
You know my thoughts. Stupid. Why? I get. Look, they're going to draft him. You can't get past it. They're going to draft, but it's the wrong pick. I mean, look, Trevor Lawrence is not the number 1 overall pick. People keep saying, "Oh, you just want to say that because you want to be right if he's going to be." But no, I say that because I watch his game. His game is not going to translate into the NFL. Name me a top an NFL style defense that he's played other than Alabama in 2018 that he's successfully beaten. He hasn't. When he's gotten to the playoff, when he got to LSU against LSU in the national title game, when he got to against Ohio State last year, he crapped his pants, and he's going to crap his pants a lot behind a team that has no offensive line. What are you talking about? He threw like 3 interceptions in the first quarter against Ohio State. He crapped his pants.
His protection was terrible, and his defense wasn't standing up either.
What's it going to be in Jacksonville?
Hold on. I'm not saying that he takes no blame here because he does take some of the blame. 3 picks, absolutely, you take some of the blame. But if your offensive line is giving you no help, a.k.a. Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and if your defense is doing absolutely jack squat, no. And if you're same, it's the exact same offensive line that Tom Brady has right now. If your offensive line is giving you jack squat, aka Patrick Mahomes, and if your defense is giving you jack squat, aka Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, that's what happens. You look bad. It's the quarterback's job. I think how he handled those games and how those situations shows me how much of a leader he is and how NFL ready he is and ready to step into this franchise.
He did a great job
a leader.
Beating teams like Wofford and Citadel.
He did not beat Wofford and Citadel.
He did too beat Wofford and Citadel.
Okay,
they played Wofford. They played the University of Charlotte.
And who did Bama play? Trine. Colgate.
I'm telling you, they all play weak freaking schedules.
Well, yeah,
and Clemson did a great job over his 3 years of not playing one top 10 school in their schedule. They
still won a
regular seasons.
They still won a national title. They were in the college football playoffs all 3 of the years he was there. He was in a national title game 2 of the years he was there.
They pulled off a national title, and they got
he was a
pulling off a national title against Alabama. It was one of those games. It was a Cinderella game.
No,
it is
they
what it
stomped
is.
the mud out of Alabama that game.
They
were the clear-cut better team in that game.
Alabama was
there
not
was no
ready
luck.
for what Clemson brought that night.
Clemson was the best team in the nation.
I give him all the love, but after that, the only 2 pro-style defenses that he played was LSU and Ohio State.
There are no pro-style
and he got
defenses.
Beat down in both of those.
There are no pro-style defenses. It's college.
Pro style, not. I didn't say pro defense. I said pro style.
There are no pro style defense.
Yes,
Bama
there
maybe.
are.
Bama maybe because of all the pro talent they have. But other than that, Ohio State is not a pro style defense.
Let me ask you this question, Wyatt, or actually Combs. A cover 2 at the 6th grade level, it's still a cover 2 at the NFL level, right?
Yeah.
So technically you're playing a pro style defense in 6th grade, right? You're
Correct.
technically played a pro level defense in high school, right?
Correct.
So all defenses are pro style. Is that what you're saying? All the way down to Pee Wee.
So
Yeah,
basically,
So we're calling
Trevor
Pee
Lawrence
Wees
was
pros
playing
now.
pro
Pee Wees are
style.
pros. I never got a check, and I was a
pro
pretty good
style.
Pee Wee football player.
I didn't say they were
No, you
pros. I'm
weren't.
saying they're playing pro style.
I started over an
defenses.
Ohio State player. All right, in middle school, I never got a check for playing pro
You
style.
clearly aren't listening to what I'm saying. So basically, White, since we do a pro style show, we should get a check just because we're doing a pro style show.
Yeah, because we're the best sports radio show on the planet.
Okay. Nonetheless, let's get back to the draft here.
Man.
So you guys are both saying that Trevor Lawrence is going number 1 overall, and I am
Yes.
going to throw a monkey wrench in this whole
Stop
freaking
it.
draft here.
What are they going to trade it?
They are going to trade that pick because they love Garner Minshew. Jacksonville loves Garner Minshew. All hail the jock scrap king, right? He is going to lead them to the
I'm telling
promised
you
land.
right now, if that happens,
If they do that, I will
happens-
never watch another Jacksonville game my
No,
entire
If
life.
that happens, that is the ultimate. That proves me and Buck right when we say that Trevor Lawrence is going to be a bust. Because if you'd rather have Gardner Minshew,
No,
than
they wouldn't rather have
Trevor
Gardner
Lawrence.
Minshew. It's because they'd be so stupid to do that.
No,
Urban
no,
Meyer,
because they'd be so
if they
stupid
did
to
that,
draft
if they
Trevor
did
Lawrence
that,
too.
if they did that, Urban Meyer would literally stand up in the draft room, look at everybody, flip them off, and walk out of the room and say, "I'm out of here." If they did that,
I can't stand you with all this. Like, you refuse to admit, just like our boys over there at Infinity Sports, you refuse to admit that this kid can't be a bust. This is a can't miss.
No, I never
prospect.
said that.
You know
I
how
told
many
you the other
can't miss
day.
prospects there
No,
have been?
no, they said that he has a 1% chance of being a bust. I said no. He is definitely
more
got
like
it. Nobody
60.
has a 1%. It is a 25% chance.
No, you're right.
Why do you hate him so much? Why do you hate him so much?
But
you
he is
clearly hate
not-
him. You have to hate him.
There are way more Ryan Leafs than there are Dan Marinos.
Yeah, and there's way more Peyton Mannings, okay,
No,
that
there's
come out
not.
like that. That
No, there's
a
not.
perfect prospect.
They are few and far between. Otherwise, we would be loaded with quarterbacks in the NFL, and we're not.
No, look
there
at-
are
look
more
at his-
Ryan Leafs than there are Dan Marinos.
He is a perfect prospect. Let me name you the last couple perfect prospects. Tell me how their career went, okay? Tell me how great their career was. Last couple perfect prospects, okay? John Elway, how was it? Legendary, Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning, how was it?
You forgot Tim Couch in between those two.
Tim Couch was not. Tim Couch
was
not a perfect prospect. He was not. I
Tim
don't.
Couch was labeled a generational talent
perfect-
by scouts
the-
in the NFL. You
There
can
have
look
been
at
4
him
perfect
now and say
prospects
no,
ever.
he wasn't that good
Five,
because
five.
it's easy to look back in hindsight.
There
But
have been
at the
5
time, at
perfect.
the day of the draft, he was labeled a generational talent. You can't
somebody
say
who said that
now
was
that
drunk.
He was,
To trust any Kentucky
and in
quarterback
5 years,
that
you'll
he was
going to
be incredible.
Whoever said that Trevor Lawrence was generational talent was
I will be the first.
completely
I will be the
wrong.
first person to call myself out on that. There have been 5 quarterbacks that have been considered perfect prospects: John Elway, Peyton Manning, Vince Young, Andrew Luck, and Trevor Lawrence. One of those was a bust. Vince Young.
The
That
reason
is
why
all.
Vince Young
Talk
was
about the
a
dead
bust
like that,
was
real
because
nice.
It was because his head. It was his head. His head wasn't there.
Way to talk about the dead, Wyatt.
Jeez,
You're awesome.
Vince Young
Never
isn't
mind.
dead.
he's dead.
He's not dead. Like,
I don't
what are you
think
talking
so.
About?
Is he? I didn't think he was, but I
I'm
was
so
afraid
confused.
to say he's not dead and then be wrong. I
So
knew I'd look stupid if I did that.
He's probably 400 pounds, eating Cheetos in a beanbag chair, and watching SpongeBob or something, smoking some dope with Ricky.
He's still alive. He's 37. Way to talk about the alive, Combs. Way to talk about the alive. Call him
All right,
dead.
Let's talking
So-
about his
Jeez.
career, not him.
So you guys both have Trevor Lawrence going number 1 overall. I have them trading that pick. I have them moving down. I would not be surprised because I think the New England Patriots are hungry for a quarterback. They are hungry for a generational quarterback. They have 6 picks in the first 4 rounds.
I don't care. Do you know how many people have offered Jacksonville for that first overall pick? San Francisco offered for it. San Francisco offered for it. San Francisco started at Jacksonville, then they went to the Jets, and then they went down to the third pick, which was the Dolphins.
What did they offer?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know
Jacksonville needs a lot of pieces.
They didn't even get a chance to offer. They said, "Hey, Jacksonville, can we trade for that first overall pick?" And they said no. They didn't even offer anything. The Jets did the exact same thing, which tells me that they have already got their guy. And all these rumors about Trevor Lawrence are 100% true.
Or the Patriots just haven't. The Patriots have 6 picks in the first 4 rounds. They constructed their team through free agency. They are a quarterback away to be a pretty dominant team. Trevor Lawrence may not be a bust if you go to the right team, a.k.a. the New England Patriots. They can throw them all 6 picks at the Jacksonville Jaguars, and there is no way they can turn that down. There are some good quarterbacks later in the draft that they could get up if they would add offensive line depth, they would have receiver depth, and the quarterback that comes to mind is the quarterback from Georgia, Jamie Newman. I think he would fit perfect in that Jacksonville system as a 4th or 5th round pick. So I would say Trevor Lawrence does get picked overall, but he's going to the New England Patriots. Facts, homies. Man Hour Nation, thank you for checking out that clip. If you're interested in watching the full show, the link is in the description. Click on it, hit that like button, share it with a couple friends, and as always, Man Hour Nation, rise up.